took me like 3 times to have to hit play on the recording.
Yeah, dude, it's cool when people show up, but when people don't show up, it's like you're just shooting there by yourself, you know? It's like kind of boring.
I feel like people used to. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was a kid, but I feel like fucking people used to actually want to play. You know, like want to do shit, dude.
Man,
like people don't want to do. People don't want to play a
like,
damn thing.
I was like, dudes are lazy, man. It's like, fuck, if you love the sport, just go out and play, man. Fuck.
Yeah, like my favorite day probably is Turkey Bowl on like Thanksgiving because everybody wants to like actually play football.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I get to play, and then I play right there in India. I forgot like Miles Park. So I play tackle football right there, and it's so nice for the one day. Just people actually get competitive and wear cleats and.
Yeah, bro. I
fuck with that shit.
I used to go out to Big League Dreams in Cat City. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
For softball?
No, well, I mean, it was mainly softball, but like weirdly enough, bro, is it like a big ass like kind of grass field, and like all of my friends would just go and play football, bro. Like every Friday.
Oh really?
That shit was fun, dude. I missed that shit.
That's legit, yeah. And by the way, this is episode 74 of the 100 podcast. I brought in my boy Adi. He's been on here before. This time we're just bullshitting today. A little short podcast, just trying to get it in.
Sir.
Yeah, but I like Big League Dreams. Big League Dreams is I used to play travel ball there, baseball. Yeah, like Fenway. They had the little Fenway Park and Yankee Stadium, and then I'd play softball there, men's softball.
Yeah, it's a cool little space over there, man. I only just went over there for football, but shit was fun.
I always wanted to try this little soccer field they got in there.
Oh, I know. Arena? That place is cool, man.
Yeah, but I've never played really soccer, so.
Yeah, I played for like. Bro, I feel like I played like every sport, bro. Like almost except for baseball. Like I played like growing up I played soccer, got into basketball, got into football at the same time. Played water polo. I was fucking doing swim and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking all that shit, dude.
I feel the same. I played soccer when I was a kid, played baseball, played football, basketball
it's
in
cool,
high school.
Though, you know?
Yeah.
Like when you have all those sports under your belt, you're just like you miss those sports, but then it's like you kind of learn shit from those sports too, you know?
Yeah,
even teaches you shit.
It's weird because it's almost like a hindrance on you because you think about it, you know? Like you like almost like for me at least, I like think about damn, what if, you know? Like damn, I should have tried harder or whatever.
Man,
but then again, it helps me in just real life, you know? In hard times when shit's getting tough for me or whatever. I just like I don't know. You had like Hell Week or whatever, and you were dying, bro. So,
bro, my biggest regret I would say is, I think my junior year, playing water polo instead of basketball. That was my biggest. I think it was my junior or senior year. I can't remember, but like, because I wanted to play for the team, man. But like I don't know why I chose water polo every fucking time. I was kind of annoying myself, but. Is what it is. You know?
That's weird. That's kind of how I was too. My favorite sport was basketball, and I played my freshman year, and then after that, I played just football and baseball because I was like lazy. I smoked a lot of weed, and so that was probably my biggest regret. Was probably just smoking too much, letting weed be like my shit, you know. Like because then even college, bro, I had like opportunities to play college football. I had a private baseball camp at LSU that did shitty at. I did terrible, bro. So like. Yeah.
Was it like the pressure or what? What was it?
Yeah, it was just, I think it was the pressure, the not being prepared, I had this hype, but I really wasn't all that, you know? I didn't really train the way, like, I should have if I was going to be, like, a D1 athlete, you know?
Right,
like, to play at a fucking D1 school. And that was for baseball. That one was for baseball, and it was mainly for pitching, and I fucking remember.
Oh, you were a pitcher?
Yeah, bro. I was a lefty. Nice. I was lefty, and so it was cool. But I remember,
you lefty with everything else, like
yeah, everything,
oh,
hating
shit, me too.
and yeah. That's crazy. It's cool in basketball because people don't expect it.
Bro, I know.
Throw up a few layups.
That's an advantage in basketball, bro. I fucking love being a lefty. I mean, it's crazy though. I used to be a left-handed and right-handed though. It's like in middle school, yeah, because. Like in middle school...
See, I can't lay up very good with my right hand at all, bro.
Me either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but what I did was I started working on it because like over time, like I'd go to 24 like every fucking night before COVID, dude. Every night. And we did like from like 8 to like... No, it was like 9 to like midnight. We'd be running like fucking 5s nonstop, you know? So over time, the dudes there knew I was going to my left side, you know? Like, dudes will always know I was going to my left. So I had to learn to, like, make a reverse, you know? Like, go to the left, cross over, go to the right, you know what I mean? or go left, right, and then left again. You know, because
exactly,
like you're catching them off guard by going to your right, and so they're thinking you're staying on your right, but you're going right back to your left. You know.
Yeah, and then that's crazy because when you start playing with the same guys, they start almost calling it. Mm-hmm. They're like, "This motherfucker's going left. Watch his left," and you're like, "Mother,
exactly,
fuck you, bro.
Exactly.
Like, just play."
But you just gotta learn how to go around those things, you know. Or set a screen, get a screen set for you, come off for a shot, you know.
Yeah, it's weird like how sports get so mental. Like by the time you get to like the pros, like the like NBA and shit, like they're not even like it's not like it is athletic plays. Obviously, they're getting dunks and shit like that, but it's like a lot of it is just like offense and like or like seeing.
I really didn't realize how much knowledge really goes into sports until I started coaching.
Yeah.
When I started coaching, dude, I started to like really realize like, yo, this is like a whole fucking universe. So you got to figure out like.
What sport you coach?
Basketball.
Yeah, you're fucking damn, dude. So your basketball was your life, and you chose water polo.
I know, dude. That's why I was fucking. Honestly, though, like I regret
water polo was tight, though. I wish I would have played water polo. It's fun.
I regret it, but I also don't because water polo was like so much fun, dude.
Yeah,
so much fun. Like I had a fucking blast. But I mean, I don't know. I still sometimes I hate it because I'm like, fuck, man. I think I could have gone somewhere with basketball. I could have like at least went to like college and played and like just fucking played and had fun, but like I don't mind like where I'm at. Like I'm coaching right now. Like it's cool. Like right now not because of COVID, because it's kind of fucking.
Where were you coaching at before?
Well, I first started coaching at the Rec. That's kind of where I started building like my rep up, and then I got hired at Palm Valley High School.
Oh, legit.
So now I run the basketball program.
Like
I haven't gotten introduced to the program yet. Like I was.
You got hired basically during Corona or what?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
But
I'm starting in February. We're doing some training and shit. Like we're doing a little bit of like conditioning and whatnot. And then come March time, it's gonna be some basketball camps. So.
How have you been like? Okay, they hired you. Have they given you any sort of like playbook or any sort of like have you talked to any other coaches? Like do you have any sort of because
so Palm Valley right now is kind of like a starter school. Like we don't really have too many athletes, too many basketball players right now at least,
Yeah.
Like when I was coaching the middle school boys, I remember there was only like a handful of high school kids.
Because Palm Valley is like a whole, it's like elementary through high school, is it?
Yeah, it's a private school, yeah. So that's why it's a little tougher for me. Like I really gotta like work on like getting kids in there, like getting kids in the gym, like wanting to play basketball. Like there's already a bunch of like there's like at least 5 or 6 kids that want to play, but it's like really pushing it to get more, more athletes. And it's just hard right now, dude. Like, but I do think like in a year or two come, like when I was coaching the middle school boys, they were already in the 8th grade, so they're about to be in high school already. So it's gonna work out. But what I was saying was when I first got hired, I was hired by the girl that was running the program at the Rec, and so she knew me from there, So long story short, it's kind of weird. So got hired to coach the middle school boys under a different athletic director there. Okay. And then so once the athletic director...
Palm Valley?
At Palm Valley, yeah. So I was coaching the middle school boys right before COVID started. And then so right after that, that's when they hired a new athletic director, which was that girl that was running the program at the Rec.
Oh, shit.
And then so they hired her, and then she saw my name in like the fucking like previous coaches or whatever. And then she called me up. She was like, "Hey, you want to run the high school program?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah."
Oh, so she put you straight into the high school program. So you're running the high school program at this point.
Yeah, she put me straight.
The beauty of connections.
I know, man.
Bro, because let's say like even if you guys do pretty well or whatever at some point, not this year, not next year, or whatever, maybe next year, maybe this year, whatever. Let's say you do fucking out of nowhere do really well this year, that can get you offers, man. Like that's what's crazy is as soon as you get into that high school status, like you can go anywhere. Like you can get hired by colleges, and then once you get to colleges, then you can get hired by any pro team at that point, and it's like, is that what your goal is? Is it to?
Not really. I'm honestly.
Do you enjoy it though?
No, I fucking love it, dude. I love it. Like it's. The thing is, I have a lot to learn. Like I have a lot to learn as far as being a coach. Like I want to, like I consider myself a great coach. Like the kids love me. Like like obviously, the person that hired me loved me if she reached out to me.
And she already worked for you, or you already worked for her in another spot.
Yeah, and I don't know. I have a lot of shit to learn still. Like as far as like, how to run certain things, like how to get my players on the same page, like just certain things you got to learn like as a young coach. Like so I'm not. I guess I'm not like looking at like, getting a good spot like that quick or anything. Like I'm not even really worried about that. I'm mainly worried about like. Growing with my kids, like just like figuring out like my main goal is to coach a kid from like his freshman year to his senior year and watch him get a scholarship to like a good ass school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and then you also probably want to figure out what type of coach you are.
That's true too. That's true too.
Sure, like this is a perfect spot. You don't have too many kids. You're not like there's not too much pressure.
Yeah.
It's like you can learn, and like if you make a mistake, it's not the fucking
exactly.
You're not at modern day or whatever.
Yeah.
Getting crazy.
And I think the big thing with coaching is confidence. Like you really got to have confidence, like not only in yourself but in your team and knowing what you're doing. And when you're making that decision, you got to know that it's the right decision, even if it's not. Even if it's fucking up, even if you fucked up.
Well, because that's why you got to give your team that confidence.
Exactly.
They got to look at you and be like, well, he's right. He's told me. He's told me.
Exactly.
That makes it where those kids go a little extra, go to the gym a little extra, work out a little extra,
man.
go run.
And you got to really, like, it just sucks because as a young coach in, like, this era, like, you got to be almost soft with the kids now, Like,
yeah, dude.
And it kind of sucks because, like last year,
I'm happy you're talking about this.
Last year, I probably come off as like not so aggressive, like just kind of talking to me, whatever. But like when it comes to the game, like my head's in the game, like I'm kind of out there, but
like
I'm
I
not.
want you to win, bro.
Yeah,
like
I'm
into
pretty much
winning.
into this shit. Like I'm yelling at them, I'm getting them into it, and like some parents don't like that shit. But it's like, man, like your kid is your fucking kid is about to be a grown man. Like you need to fucking like get some sort of inspiration in him, like you can't be like all soft and like just wimpy with him, dude. Like
exactly.
I feel like it's really grown into that. And like, bro, when I was playing basketball growing up, like I remember this one guy, it was this one big black dude, and he was fucking like bro, if you didn't do something right, he was on your ass. Yeah. On your fucking ass. And he would let you know, he'd be yelling at your ass, And like at that time I was like, man, fuck this dude. But like this dude he knew his shit. Like and he wasn't talking shit just to talk shit. He was fucking talking shit to get your head in the game, to get you like where you need to be. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like you're not doing it right, Yeah,
like
I need to make you
like,
do it
and
right.
you're not confronting it in a soft way. You're not like, hey, like I think you should do this differently. No, fuck that. Do this shit, do that shit. Like fucking, just come up front. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like,
I remember, dude. I grew up in Blythe, dude, and then I remember playing tackle football like Pop Warner when I was like 6, dude, and we'd get fucking yelled at, bro. I would get hit with a whistle by like the coach on the helmet, hit you with a whistle, bro. Like it was just kids nowadays are pussies, man. Like it's like, and the parents aren't even like when they're seeing that shit. Parents are running out on the field. Parents are watching that shit, and they want their kids to get disciplined. Like back in the day, it was like you need to get disciplined, bro. Yeah. Like what the fuck are you thinking if you're just gonna run around and just you don't need to. You can tell your mom no. Like what the. No, you can't, bro. Like you're gonna tell your coach or like even like the kids that be recording their parents or whatever. Like that's just like some disrespectful type shit, and it's the beauty of this modern age where it's I don't know, man.
I think you really gotta have those coaches, man. You really gotta have those coaches that push you to be better and they're not fucking screaming at you for nothing, bro.
Sports builds character.
Yeah, it's all about character. It's all about character, man. Like that shit, like. Sports is so much than just running around, bro, in a field. Like you're learning shit. Like you are going through life in like a more knowledged way, I guess.
Yeah, and and it's kind of crazy because Joe Rogan's talked about it just lately in a couple of his episodes. He says, like, man, like, the worst thing that's happened to you is the worst thing that's happened to you. So, like, let's say, like, the worst thing that's happened to you is somebody stole, like, your lunchbox or something. Like, that's the worst thing that's happened to you, you know? So, like, if that's all you've experienced, like, bro, you're not going to be able to deal with shit if something really happens, you know? So, like, even football or basketball, when you're, like, getting tired and you can't breathe or you're throwing up because, you know, you're just fucking running so hard and all that shit like that, that is at least, like, building some sort of toughness, like, building something.
Exactly.
It's giving you something.
Exactly.
Fuck, dude, that's I don't know, the beauty of sports. And nowadays, I don't think kids are, I think sports are like, I don't know, bro. Nowadays, it's like YouTube channels and shit.
Yeah,
like, talking about YouTube channels, I'm on a YouTube channel.
I'll bring an example up. Like, I have a nephew, and he, bro, if you look at him, like, you can, like, he's mixed. He's half white, half black, but he's so athletic. Like, so athletic. Like, he's fucking, like, he's a senior now in high school, but he's ripped. Like, he's naturally ripped. He doesn't need to work out. He's like a fucking pit bull. Like, you know, pit bulls don't need to fucking work out to get their muscle.
They're big already. Yeah,
they're already big. And like, bro, like, for the longest time I was trying to train him. I was trying to teach him basketball, like, get better, you know, like, to want to, you know, like, because you can teach him, but, like, is he gonna soak that in? Is he gonna want to play?
Yeah.
Is he gonna keep going with that? Is he gonna pursue it? That's the thing, you know. And nowadays it's just video games. It's just video games. It's fucking, like, you know, YouTube. It's shit like that, you know. And not a lot of kids are motivated to just, like, keep going after that, you know.
And that's
like,
crazy, man. It's like, because, like, it does pay money, you know. Like, I'm not gonna be one of those people that are like, oh, you don't make no money with video games or whatever. But still, you gotta think about a lot of other shit besides money. Like, you gotta think about, like, your mental health, your physical health. Like, money is obviously, it helps a lot, but, like, fuck, bro. Like, if you're not playing no sports or nothing, you're just sitting at home, just on your ass all day, like, you're not really doing nothing. You're not building no character.
Right.
Like, you're just, what are you doing, you know? Like, you're literally, like, you're not even coexisting with people. You're not having any social experiences. Exactly. Like, at the end of the day, if you're just playing video games, like, you're gonna fucking, when you're on your deathbed, bro, I think you're gonna regret a lot of shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
I think a lot of our generation, that's what scares me, man. Like, this is a real, like, I really am scared to see, like, when I'm an old man, or, like, whatever, like, to see what our people are like, because it just, bro, we've all had all these, this shit all the time, and, like, everything you want, you get it now, and, like, just, like, even, like, relationships are all fake. Everybody's cheating on each other. Everybody's fucking looking at chicks on Instagram, and there's OnlyFans, and it's like, I don't, everybody's gonna have so many regrets, bro. I just know everybody's gonna hate themselves by the time there's no character, like, no morals.
It's a fucked up time, dude. That's why, like, you know, honestly, like, right now I'm not even thinking about having kids, but, like, when I do, like, social media, bro, that social media is poison, bro. And long story short, like,
facts.
That shit, like, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I have all the fucking apps that you can think of, but, like, not really. But, like, it's just like you get on that shit, and it's like you don't realize you're wasting your day. You're just scrolling and thinking you're gonna find something that's gonna make you happy, but, like, you're just scrolling through the same shit. Like,
nothing is interesting.
Nothing either. Like, you're just after a while, you're just like, what the fuck am I doing, dude? For a long time, I'll be sitting there, I'll just be like, fucking scrolling and shit, and then I'll be like, dude, what the fuck? It's already like 3:30 in the afternoon. What am I doing in my life?
It's been like 2 hours or whatever, and you're like, damn, I should have went to the gym. I could have.
Exactly, dude. And but honestly, I think COVID really affected that the most, because before I could really manage my time. Like, I could really be like, okay, I got work from this time to this time. I'm gonna go home, chill out for a little bit, then I'll go to the gym, and that was it. You know, you gotta sit, like, you
were busy, basically. Yeah,
and you didn't really have time. You didn't really have time to be on social media and shit.
And now everyone is just like, now everywhere, right?
Everyone got time.
Everyone's got time, dude. Oh my god.
Everyone's on Twitter. Everyone's on fucking. Every girl in the world's on OnlyFans, bro.
It's crazy, right? Like, multiple chicks I know.
Like, what the? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Like, if you want to do that shit, that's an easy way to make money. But I
love that all of us, like, I've had multiple dudes talk shit about it, and we all say it's cool. Like, it's cool. Like, no, we're not hating on it, but
no, but, because like, you know, you're making money. You don't got to get your lazy up off like your fucking couch and go to work.
Yeah.
You're making money by showing your body off. But like, where are the morals in that, bro? Like, it goes right back to the morals part of all this shit, you know? Like, where the fuck are the morals?
And that's the problem with taking like all religion out, you know, or like not having any sort of focus on religion
it's like
at all.
These girls are like thinking like, oh yeah, I'm just having fun, like I'm just chilling, like. But like, what about like when you get married? Like, what are you gonna tell your fucking husband? Yeah, I only had an OnlyFans. Like, it's fucking making like.
Fuck, man. But some of them, I do say some, like I said on another podcast, they are smart because some do like literally post like their Instagram on OnlyFans, and those chicks are smart. The ones that have like already a following, and then they're like, they're moving to OnlyFans. They don't even post no titty pictures, and people are following them. Like, damn,
it's a market. Like, you really gotta. But that's the thing, like, it's gotten so big that, like, girls know what the fuck they're doing, you know what I mean?
Let's be honest, dude. Like, if your wife had OnlyFans or whatever, it's probably not going to work out. We see Kim Kardashian, Kanye, it didn't work out.
Shit's rough out here, bro. Shit is rough. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Like, to any girl out there fucking watching this shit, I have nothing against you. You got OnlyFans.
You can do whatever you want.
Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just saying, like, you know... I don't know, man.
I feel that though, dude. It is something I'm really fearful about, especially with my kids growing up. And I hope though that there's enough people that feel like I feel, that'll be like, bro, like we cannot just go completely like anarchy, you know, like completely who gives a fuck, type. Because you gotta like, I don't know, bro. You can't just give in to temptation and shit every time. Like at some point,
I'm not gonna lie, man. Temptation is like. It's everywhere, dude. It's everywhere.
Nowadays, bro.
Nowadays, it's everywhere. And you can't get away from it. It's like I'll use like dieting for an example, you know, like when you have, let's say like, fuck it, like for example, me, like I went on like, I just recently got on a meal plan, but after like before COVID, I was like fucking eating, fucking, you know, doing whatever the fuck, just getting fat and shit. And then I decided, you know, I'm gonna like change this shit. But I've noticed while I was on this plan, I've had so many times that like I had other temptations, like fucking like I wanted to tone out social media. I was like trying to tone it out, like not fucking me on social media. But like it's hard to have that self control. Like even and then when I got back on it, and I got back on social media, kind of just like, and then that's when I started to think about like wanting to eat more. You know, like go back into my old habits and shit. Because like when you slip on one thing. You're most likely to slip on another thing, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that in the shower the other day. I was like, man, like that shit's true. Like you don't know it until like it happens, you know? Like you don't really think about it. But when you got like multiple bad habits that you have and you're trying to stay away from one, and then you know you get back into it, and it's like all those bad habits come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of crazy too, because you don't really think about it until like you're fully into it. Until you're like, fuck, what the fuck, you know? Like that's why I go to the gym every day, because I've done the bad habit where like I'm just gonna take a couple days off. Or take a day off, and then it's like I take 2 days off, and then before I know it, bro, I haven't gone in a month, and then I hate the gym, and I'm like fat, and like I just like I can't do it anymore, dude. I can't do that shit. It's so hard to come back, and like
it takes a toll on your mental health.
Oh,
too,
bro, oh my god, dude, having to like you're like fuck. You look at yourself and you're like, damn, like I have to redo this shit again.
You get depressed, bro. Depression comes from that, like
fuck yeah.
Like I noticed like. I'll be the first one to say it, bro. I was like fucking playing video games nonstop, eating nothing but fucking ass food. Like
yeah, exactly. Because it tastes fucking good when you're eating it, you know, and then you feel like shit right after. But then you
realize there's no self-control in your life.
As I fucking just ate Wendy's.
Fuck it, dude.
Shout out to the Baconator. That was good. I've never even had a Baconator, I don't think.
Oh, really?
That's pretty fire.
Wendy's is dope, bro.
Wendy's, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh, you know what?
I've been trying to like not think about fast food, but Wendy's is fucking.
That's so funny. That's what meal plan are you on right now? Like, what's your general? I guess
it's called Optavia, and basically it's like this. It's like from this doctor, but this guy has his shit figured out. So they send you a box of food. But like it's mainly snacks, but they're called fuelings, but these they're like bars and shit. They're like chocolate bars or like fucking but like kind of like granola bars and shit like that.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
Natural like protein bar.
Yeah,
type.
But there's like all these fucking like you know necessary like nutrition that you need to have, like like probiotics and like things like that in there that like is crazy because so like you'll eat 5 of those during the day, and then you're in charge of your last meal. You gotta make like a protein. Let's say for like dinner today, I had chicken, asparagus, and broccoli. So you gotta like, but there's different ways to go about it. You can have like a chicken salad and then throw in like tomatoes and like throw in like a different vegetable. You know what I mean? So you gotta like kind of play around with it. It's really cool. Like the other day, I had like I made myself like turkey tacos.
So he gives you like
lettuce wrap.
He gives you like a 3 or like a couple basic foods you need to eat for the day or what, something like that.
No, well they give you a guide. They give you like a book and you gotta like read it. So it's like different proteins that you can have.
Oh, okay.
And then so like you go to the store, buy it, and like the other day like bro, bomb ass shit. Like I didn't even realize like this food could be this bomb. But like I made like a lettuce wrap with tacos. So I like put like some lettuce, like just fucking leaf of lettuce, cooked up some ground turkey. Put in some tomatoes, some avocados, some like
just made a straight taco.
Low carb dressing, bro. Fire.
Bro,
I was like, damn, like, I don't even want to eat fast food after this.
Yeah, it's weird too once you start eating that healthy food, how your body starts craving it. Like how you're like, I feel better. Your body starts wanting it. Like,
you have no idea how much better I've been feeling, man. Like the past few days, I've been waking up, besides today, but like past few days I've been waking up just feeling like great, like just fucking like ready to go. I've got all the energy in the world, like happy, good mood. I've been dreaming more. Like I never dreamed before,
I need to get back into that shit, dude. I miss
it's
dreaming.
cool. I mean, it's really cool. Like, but the one thing that does suck the most is you can't work out on it. Because your body goes into like, I don't even know the specifics of it.
It's basically like dying, right? Like, because you're not feeding enough.
Yeah, but like you go into this like thing called like fat burn pretty much, and your body, like basically if your heart rate gets like, for example, bro, I was just playing basketball right now, and my heart rate, like, bro, I couldn't breathe anymore. I was so like, you know what I mean? Like I now I know why they said don't work out. Because like, you get so fucking gassed like so quick. Like usually I don't get gassed that quick.
Because I don't know how many calories it is, but you probably don't have near as much fuel as you did, or your body's transitioning to a different type of fuel or whatever.
Exactly.
That's pretty damn, dude.
Yeah. So it's a whole thing to it, but man, I've seen people lose up to like
what were you saying about like, today? You didn't feel good today when you woke up? You felt like shit or something?
Nah, I just been on some shit, so.
Some personal type of shit.
Yeah, so like, it just kind of like ruined everything,
It ruined everything.
Like, I wasn't even like, I couldn't even let my food like speak for myself. I was just like, fuck, I'm just fucking over here sitting all sad and shit,
Yeah, you're like, bro, I'm not even gonna act cool right now.
Yeah,
that shit sucks, bro. Yeah, but, I feel you on those.
Yeah,
I have that shit every week. I got one of those, right? Sometimes you wake up and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of life, bro.
Yeah, man.
You got to get through those hard times because, man, we're in that grind phase. Like, we're at that age where it's like, I don't know, bro. We're at that age where you are really figuring it out. Like, fuck.
Yeah. I feel like it really sucks for our generation right now, too, because, like, I'm not even thinking about just myself. I'm thinking about the rest of our generation, like, that went to college, got degrees and shit. Like, it's COVID, bro. Like, and, like, that shit ruined so many opportunities for people, And like people that even went out there and grinded and like fucking went to school for like, 4 to 8 years and shit. And like, you know what I mean? And like now it's just like, I'm sure, I mean, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's hard as hell to find a job, like.
Especially depending on what, what you're in,
Yeah. I'm sure like if you're a nurse, if you're going in the medical field, I'm sure you get a job like that,
Well, I'm a fucking healthcare worker at the moment.
Oh, really?
So I got into the medical field now because it just... opportunities.
Where do you work at?
I fucking do COVID testing actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I get tested every day for COVID, so that's good. So that's I actually know I'm good, but yeah, dude.
Rapid testing or what?
Nah, it's like for us we get it the next morning, but for the people it's basically like 1 to 2 days. So basically 24 to 48 hours.
I see.
But yeah, dude, I do that, and it's a cool job, man.
Pays well.
Pays well.
That's good.
Pays 25 plus, so I'll take it.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. So it's it's a step up. I'll get you in, dude. I'll get you in when we have an opening. I'll let you know, dude. And it's like that's how I felt when they told me, and when I got the opportunity, bro. My buddy is like the manager at my site that I work at. He told me the job, dude. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, get me in today, dude. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. I still feel like that. I still feel like, damn, is this shit real? But it's kind of, I don't know, man. That's what I feel like. Sometimes when shit feels like it's not going right, sometimes the door just opens, you know? And it's like,
that's true.
You just got to just, you know, ride it out. Ride out the shitty times.
It's funny how life works that way, too. It's like, you know, you're like, shit's going bad. All of a sudden, something good comes out. And it's like, damn, like, I fucking praised and heard, you know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. Are we at the 9:30 mark?
Close? Yes, sir. Almost there.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, I don't know, dude. It's weird how things work like that. I definitely think, I don't know, dude. That's what makes me think there's like a God or something, bro. Because shit is like so much like fate. It's like, no, like it couldn't just be random. Like it couldn't have just randomly worked out, you know.
I'm telling you, man. I've been like getting into religion more. Like before, my family, since we came from Bosnia, but like my family's always been Muslim, you know. But like growing up, I didn't really believe in God, you know. I was just like, you know, I never really had a connection with God. I never really felt anything. So like, you know, whatever. But then I started to like go to church, like, you know, and things were like, you know, cool. I was like, damn, like, you know, it's just something like feeling you get like when you go to church, you know, like a feeling you get, and it's like, you know, it's not just like a regular feeling, you know, it's you're not like overthinking it. It's like an actual feeling you're getting from like what's being said at that service, and it's crazy because like when I would go in, like certain things that the pastor would be saying like would be relating to like what I'm going through, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And then like I incorporate that into my life, and then like new things come up, and it's just crazy, man. I don't even want to go into like that, but like lately I've just been kind of like, you know, really believing like, you know, more than before.
Yeah, I think, and for me too, like I was the same way, dude. Like even growing up as a kid, because my dad super religious. Like my parents are like, well, my mom's not that much. But my dad's like really Christian, and I just was the same way. It's like I never grew up. I didn't feel nothing, you know. I wasn't talking to God or nothing. So it's like I don't know. And then still to this day, bro, I'm like, I don't know. I don't believe in like any sort of religion, really, like running the show. But I definitely think like there's a creator, bro. There's a God or whoever that created this shit. And I kind of just think like it's on your morals, really. And that's what sucks for a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people are just shit people. And I just think like when it comes to the end of the day, bro, like a lot of that shit that gets talked about in like the Bible or the fucking whatever other fucking holy book you want to look at, like I feel like a lot of that shit is true at the end of the day. Like maybe not exactly because obviously they were written a long ass time ago,
of course.
But there's a lot of lessons that people do not look at at all and do not pay attention to, and they look at it as fucking jokes or stories or fake because it's fucking.
And that's crazy.
They think it's man made or whatever, and it's like
they don't realize that shit until it's too late. You
know?
They don't realize that shit until it's too late.
Like a lot of those stories that are in there and in all those books, and I wish I read more because I haven't even read the Bible to be honest, but a lot of them just from like even like I've listened to like some guys that talk about it, and Jordan Peterson is one who's like a pretty famous psychologist and shit, and he would talk about like different entries in the Bible and shit, and he doesn't talk about it as in like God's real, but he talks about it as in like like God's real, but like as in like get a lesson from it, not like oh fucking this guy is fucking controlling shit, you know, like look at this story that they're telling you and like kind of like put it into your life, like I'm like they talk about in church or whatever, and it's kind of like.
And it's just wild because like those things will relate to somebody, you know, like those things will relate to somebody's life, and like that person will be like, whoa, you know, like this shit can really like change my life, you know, like there's just, it's crazy, man, it's crazy to, like, I don't even mean to be cringe about it, but it's like the world of the gospel, you know, it's like that shit, you know, it really spreads, and like it really kind of sinks in with you, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really been going to church or anything lately, but
Well, I don't go to church. I don't even go to church. I just have some sort of belief of somebody that's
right
that made shit.
Yeah, there's a higher power.
Yeah, there's got to be a higher power. But I'm not one of those people that are like, there ain't shit, dog. We evolved from this fucking one. Fucking
that's
germ and shit.
I used to think that,
bro. I can't believe it. It's hard for me. To believe that sounds crazier to me than like somebody. There's a God, you know. That shit sounds almost crazier to me.
Yeah, I used to think that, dude, and then it's like started putting shit together. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Hold up. There's oceans. There is sand on the beach. There is like mountains. There's hills. Like the sky always looks like pretty, like, you know, in the sunsets and shit.
And then like, on top of that, bro, like even like Big Bang and shit. Like, so you're gonna tell me like just some fucking particles just came together and the planet just fucking formed some life and shit, bro? Like that sounds a little that's harder for me to believe, you know?
I get you.
Yeah, so that is crazy, bro. Like you're saying, even the beauty of all that shit is crazy. Just looking at the world, it's like, bro, it's got to be more than what we see for sure. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm kind of, I don't know. That's why the only people I know are people that are dead, bro. So that's what's kind of the trippiest shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
And we'll never know from them.
I know, right?
We'll never know what they're to say.
That's so crazy, man. That's the only people that know. Yep. The beauty of religion. Should we end the podcast with fucking this weird ass religion?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Hey, stay tuned though. This is episode 74. Stay tuned. We're thinking of dropping a sports channel, first or last. Stay tuned on details. We don't have it exactly planned when the date starts, but just stay tuned. It is in the works. It's gonna happen. We got some plans, some big plans. We are always evolving and moving, bro.